Hi, this is Dr. Pieczenik, and today I want to talk about the unlikable Bernie Sanders. I'm kind of smiling because out of the mouth of babes and disgruntled Democrats, Hillary Clinton in an interview said the following, which most of which I agree with, that Bernie Sanders is not a pleasant man, doesn't know how to make coalitions. He's never really implemented any policies. He's never implemented any laws, and he's been in there longer than she has, and she really didn't like him. Now, I have to take it at face value, except I want to use Bernie Sanders as an example of why liberals in particular have a certain type of personality which comes out one way or another. Let me explain it. Bernie Sanders is a man who's highly dogmatic, very clear about his point of view. He's embraced socialism. He says there's no other way to our society except socialism. He loved communist Russia. He never served our country. And at the same time, he was infatuated with all of the terrorists, left-wing terrorists who were working in Latin America. Now, I'm the opposite. I believe that this is an incredible economy. I believe this is a republic where we have the right to fail and succeed. But I believe Bernie and Amy Klobuchar are the typical liberals who have the following characteristics. Bernie is self-righteous. Amy is self-righteous. Bernie is very clear about his point of view. There's socialism and there is no other alternative. And he's never really implemented any laws, any business, or anything other than getting himself elected as the mayor of Burlington, a congressman, and then eventually a senator. So for the most part, he's a socialist who is a complete politician, which Hillary Clinton confirmed and said he's full of baloney. Well, let me say the following. Bernie is a multimillionaire socialist. I've never known any communist or socialist who were not multimillionaires. And let me explain why. Because it's easy to espouse all those righteous, self-righteous ideas as long as you have a house on Capitol Hill, a house in Burlington, Vermont, and another house on the shores and lakes of Vermont. So he has three major houses, multi-million-dollar, and he made multi-million-dollars in writing books, which I did not, but I'm impressed that I can sell more books than he, but he makes more money. On the other hand, Bernie really is a disaster because he cannot work with other people, and he uses henchmen to be the tough guys underneath his squad. Amy Klobuchar is about the same thing. She comes out of the background where her father is Slovenian, which is not unlike Melania, but unlike Melania, she doesn't have class. Amy is somebody who's very angry, very entitled, and has the highest rate of turnover in the Senate. 36% of her staff has turned over repeatedly and claims she's angry, nasty, and demanding. That's consistent with her and a Bernie Sanders. To be self-righteous means that everybody else is wrong, and therefore you're right. Therefore, everybody makes mistake. Amy, like Bernie, is a multimillionaire. How did she do that? Well, she was a lawyer, and she went to Yale. But more importantly, she has hidden a little secret that she doesn't talk about. Amy comes from Plymouth, Minnesota. And guess what else comes from Plymouth, Minnesota? Mosaic mines. The famous mines that have polluted not only Lake Superior, but all the water in Florida, and now has come down to Florida. And now I'm about to tell you what I think about socialists. They are greedy, envious, and self-destructive. And those are the words of Winston Churchill. On that note, I bid you good night and good luck.